billions of people on a single planet, sharing trillions of thoughts every day. Every thought carries the weight of many decisions. But how do we make sure our decisions are truly right? Our mind keeps lining up thoughts, gently nudging us to validate an emotional soup of desire. And that desire becomes the first brick of expectation. An expectation shaped by your internal memory world decides whether you're swirling in a cycle of stress or rising in a cycle of growth. A true personality knows how to avoid unconscious, false social comparison, because comparison plants misleading self-confusion in our minds. It shifts our focus from the present moment into a false future that doesn't even exist. We begin to live inside our worst-case imagination, convinced of false self-limitations. But that belief is only in the mind. It's not the reality outside. The external world moves with balanced emotional action, not with imaginary emotional reactions. When we act, reality responds. When we compare, fear multiplies. Choose your own action over comparison. Choose presence over prediction. You are not here to answer everything to anyone. This is your life, your own life. Your way to choose what fits you and what does not. In a garden of many flowers, if some don't match, it doesn't mean they're failing or becoming selfish. It means they're different, just as you are, in their own way. And there are many other flowers out there, like you. So choose your path, honor your difference, and grow limitless where you are planted. In this digital world, predicting the future by analyzing stored memory is a beautiful idea. That idea accelerated the pace of our evolution. Yet we remain unique, unlike any machine. We are humans. We are a powerful machine with emotions. A mind that can change, modify, and create a future. With the power of imagination. Imagination is a guiding light you follow with purpose. Overthinking is a biased ladder of memories, leading only to a future that isn't real. Our life's direction depends on our decisions, our choices of reaction or action. Every decision we make, every choice we take, is guided by emotions and feelings. But how did these powerful forces evolve and come into existence? In 1859, Charles Darwin unveiled a truth: adaptation to change is the key to life. Yet one question remains: why did humanity begin this endless pursuit of adaptation? 4.5 billion years ago, Earth formed as a shelter for life in the universe, carrying within it the hope of creating something meaningful, something unimaginable that could make the world more beautiful. But have we truly succeeded, or are we doing the opposite? That remains a big question. For thousands of years, humanity struggled to understand the meaning of consciousness. They searched endlessly, reaching for the truth concealed behind the walls of mystery. People dug deeper and deeper, uncovering layers not only of our planet, but also reaching into the endless depths of the universe. How life emerged from nothing into something, and how that something became unstoppable, moving forward, wreaking barriers and crossing limits once thought unreachable. Now, with AI and quantum computing, we stand at the edge of another transformation, opening doors to the unknown, doors that have remained hidden until now. For thousands of years, humanity has asked one timeless question: who are we? Who is guiding our lives? What is the true purpose of our existence? Is it only about pain and pleasure, or is there something more? Let us uncover the mysteries of the universe and our own lives, to explore our deepest emotions and where they lead. So let us begin where time does not exist. Around 13.8 billion years ago, there was no time, only a dark, empty void of nothingness. Then, in a single moment, everything changed. The greatest explosion ever known erupted. A Big Bang. And within seconds, it expanded across millions of miles, faster than the speed of light. In 1929, Edwin Hubble and his team discovered that the universe is still expanding, stretching farther and faster into the unknown. It continues to evolve, exploring new frontiers. That first great explosion left behind something extraordinary in every direction. It was the moment when time itself began to tick. In 1964, Gell-Mann and Zweig revealed a groundbreaking idea. Protons, neutrons, and other hadrons are not the building blocks of matter. They're built from even smaller particles, quarks. Subatomic particles like quarks, bosons, leptons, and more behave in strange ways. They shift between two states, sometimes as waves, sometimes as particles. It's confusing to judge what lives in two states, free yet controlled. They ripple through space, interacting with one another, sharing wisdom. But perhaps the universe wanted something more, something magnificent, something that holds the potential to change. As universe cooled, quarks bound together, forming particles like neutrons and protons. They united, and soon they attracted an opposite partner. The electron formed a mysterious cloud, sometimes wave, sometimes particle, never fully defined. From the void, a hydrogen atom emerged, the first element of the periodic table. Then, space itself began to bloom. Countless hydrogen atoms appeared. After endless years of loneliness, slowly they drew closer. They began to combine, building vast chains of unity, harmonizing their cosmic song. But as they grew larger, joining more and more hands, the ones at the center felt the weight. As pressure grows, they vibrated harder. Heat rose higher and higher. Yet their drive to connect never stopped, pushing further, crossing every limit. And then, the result. The first star was born. The universe bathed in holy light. Stars are born in different sizes and temperatures, serving as engines of creation. Soon, this miracle spread across every corner of the cosmic neighborhood. But this event brought something even more beautiful. Stars were not only lighting the darkness, they were nurturing new elements within, forging unimaginable atomic nuclei. Deep within their cores, a magical bonding unfolds, shaping helium, oxygen, nitrogen, silicon, and at the very end, iron, the star's final breath before its death. Yet among these creations lies something extraordinary, an atom destined to ignite the magic of life, a birth of carbon. From this gift began the next great chapter, the formation of our solar system. And the cradle we call Earth, the surface temperature of this newborn planet soared to roughly 3,000 degrees. Vast, icy asteroids, great buckets of water, crashing in and seeding the young planet. Water pooled, minerals formed, and the surface cooled into a new balance. The perfect conditions for a different kind of magic to begin. Deep in the oceans, long carbon chains took shape. They waited there, poised to begin a clock, the first tick toward life. a birth of another world. But before we go further, let's view this entire journey through a new lens, a new dimension, a new way to understand life through the angle of the energy information cycle, the law of everything. Let's step back into the universe. In early 20th century, Einstein proposed daring fundamental ideas, such as energy and gravitational waves moving through space. Decades later, NASA and LIGO tested them successfully, revealing that energy ripples through the very fabric of space. Eugene Parker, honored worldwide for revealing that energy can travel through streams of charged particles, like the solar wind that flows from the sun. But energy isn't just light or particles. Even the mass of matter, when in motion, carries energy. And when two bodies collide or interact, energy is transferred, a cosmic handshake between forms. All these energies, photons, particles, waves, motion, they travel through the cosmic web, whispering to each other. A silent conversation written in the language of energy. Rudolf Clausius, a German physicist and mathematician, laid the foundation for energy conservation. He suggested that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only change form from one system to another, a principle that governs all physical systems, from atoms to galaxies. Imagine a sphere of matter floating in space. Energy falls into this matter and reacts with it. Some of that energy is reflected back into space, while the rest is absorbed by matter. That matter then releases energy in different forms, like light, heat, motion. Light travels as a wave through space. By wave properties, higher frequency means each wave packet carries more energy. Call this energy bundle a photon. A single packet, a tiny carrier of energy. Think of it as photonic information, a packet of energy information. Higher frequency, more information carried. Higher amplitude, greater intensity, a larger, stronger vibrational presence. Together, these properties reveal a deeper idea. The cosmos speaks in the language of energy information. Let's return to the equation we saw earlier. Energy information output equals energy information input. Plus or minus the traded, absorbed, or released energy information. This quantum level trading is the reaction that transforms energy into new forms. We can also read the equation as a cycle. Cause, reaction, effect. The input is the cause, the trade is the reaction, and the output is the effect. Outputs can become inputs for other systems. This process endlessly looping across the universe. Matter responds according to its properties and energy thresholds. By knowing matter's threshold, we may predict the form and amount of energy information it will trade. Now, let's unpack the equation with some case scenarios. In this case, the output is much larger than the input. This means the system or matter is losing energy information, releasing it to the surroundings, and moving toward a lower energy state by giving off EI. In 1860, Sir William Huggins discovered that stars emit the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Their outer layers finally balance absorption and emission, producing the visible light we can see and sense, the light that carries information about the star. In second case, the output is much less than the input. This means the system is gaining energy information, absorbing from its surroundings, and becoming a strong receiver of energy information. NASA researchers explains that black holes grow by absorbing matter and energy from their surroundings. It absorbed even light. Nothing can escape. It's a true black object of universe. Almost 100% of energy crossing the event horizon is absorbed. While the universe contains energy in many forms, stars are its chief producers and black holes its greatest destroyers. When output and input are almost equal, the system neither gains nor loses significant energy information. It participates very little in trading activity. The mass and exchanged information are minimal and largely uncertain, a state of lost. And in case 4, the system reaches equilibrium. Inputs and outputs move in perfect sync, fueled by intensity ranges, so there is no net change in total EI. However, the form and variety of information can still increase, producing richer patterns and more versatile internal structure. In 1974, Stephen Hawking showed that black holes can emit a faint thermal glow due to quantum effects at their event horizons. Virtual particle pairs near the horizon can lead to one particle escaping as radiation while the other falls in, causing the black hole to lose mass and slowly evaporate. If we look closely, energy and information never truly drop to zero. Even a black hole whispers, contributing a subtle trace back into space. In 1924, Louis de Broglie proposed matter has a wave character. When combined with Einstein's mass-energy relation, E equals mc squared, it reveals a deeper truth. The intrinsic rest frequency of a particle increases with its mass. For a fixed length in space, rising frequency demands a higher mass. Achieving greater variety requires increased density made up of diverse elements, which generates more complex information. As meaning grows, the universe expands with it. Define universal law. The universe accelerates information growth by collecting mass, increasing density as matter links together. With this understanding of energy-information exchange, let's return to our story, where Earth is about to witness an astonishing event, knocking on the door of life. Beneath the dark ocean of a newly habitable world, carbon chains begin to assemble, recruiting new partners to sense energy information from farther away. But growing larger alone is pointless. We need more information for the same amount of energy. That means either the available energy must fall, or information must be packed more efficiently into the same energy. By reducing particle spacing and concentrating mass toward the center. In doing so, nature discovers solutions the universe itself had not imagined. DNA, nature's organic hard drive that stores cycles of energy information. These records let it work more efficiently by conserving energy while generating richer information. An efficient energy regulator combined with a precise trade recorder produces an effective decision maker. And then the universe's first small miracle is born. An organic cell. It can sense energy and information in its surroundings and make simple choices. Move forward or back, fight to build or flee to protect. But this early machine is not enough. It can only gain information by limited ways. And its surroundings offer quantity, not variety. So how does it get better? The best way is replication. A copy of life's survival data. It produces two similar, not identical cells, each carrying preloaded survival skills that let them function efficiently. Those new life now enter different environments that offer distinct kinds of information, creating a richer, more efficient way to generate knowledge. But how do these different streams of information combine to make a single, versatile system that can survive in both conditions? Mating is the solution. It merges two diverse pools of energy and information into a single, more efficient survival machine. This chain repeats in endless loops, continually upgrading and capturing distinct patterns of information: heat, sound, light, vibration. Life stays within a safe energy range, not so high that frequencies and intensity destroy, and not so low that life falls silent into cold. Operating across that range lets systems survive and adapt. Consider a wave. As its frequency increases, its wavelength shrinks toward zero. Conversely, as frequency falls toward zero, the wave flattens and its path becomes a straight line. Both results tends to beginning. Life evolves by breaking boundaries, building new forms, then breaking them again, to create things that are different and improved. By the age of dinosaurs, Earth was ruled by giants. Faster, larger, louder, and carrying vast amounts of energy and adaptability. But there was a limit. The universe demanded more than bulk. It needed greater capacity to store, analyze, and use information. That's the advantage dinosaurs lacked, and the result. Reset. After this annihilation, a new species arose in the quiet. One that learned to refine fight and flight by nurturing its young for longer. A world of mammals took shape. They learned when to hide and when to fight, how to secure food, and how to pass knowledge and information to future generations. Life advanced by developing a brain-powered machine. It stores more, analyzes deeper, and predicts farther into the future. Something beyond the reach of the dinosaur era. We reached a turning point. We no longer just explore our planet. We look to the cosmos to unravel the mystery of life. Tools were invented that save time and energy, freeing our minds to think differently and to build in ways that improve our livelihood. Life were no longer driven only by immediate survival. We are modern humans. But our roots lie in universal energies and laws. Energy flows in diverse forms with information, reaching us through the gateways of our biological senses. We constantly update ourselves with new information. We trade energy and information with our surroundings, with other people, and sometimes alone. And if we truly learn the universal rules of EI exchanges, we can unlock the power to grow with balance. Life swings between two fundamental forces, one that elevates internal energy and one that releases it, shaping how we act in the world. Every decision we take is part of energy information trading cycle. Thousands of decisions made per day by trading EI from surroundings. The real story begins when life gets stuck. Stress emerges when emotional energy is held too long, yet never allowed to be released. Sorrow follows when we keep releasing energy without replenishment and cause. Finding a place between gathering and letting go restores movement, meaning, and well-being. In our brain, neurons communicate using excitatory signals that push a cell toward firing and inhibitory signals that hold it back. And together they decide whether an action potential energy shoots up or down. Both extremes bring pain, whether it's intense attachment or the raw instinct for survival. They hurt you in the present and they follow you into the future. But balance brings relief and a quiet sense of satisfaction. Attraction is another powerful force, rooted in desire. It brings money, power, passion, and love into life. It pulls us forward and influences us to connect, combine, and create, or maybe destroy. And wherever attraction goes, curiosity follows like its loyal shadow. Hope is the engine, and curiosity is the fuel that keeps it running. Throughout evolution, humans developed hope to imagine future. It became our way of investing energy into possibilities. From this triangular foundation, stress, sorrow, and hope, the entire spectrum of emotions unfolds. Anger, disgust, confusion, love, joy, sadness, and beyond. They evolve through those fundamental forces. Paul Ekman demonstrated that 6 basic emotions are expressed universally across cultures. anger, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, and surprise. He mapped these emotions to observable facial patterns, giving science a language to read the face. This offered another step towards solving the mystery of life. Life always puts survival first. It's the foundation of every human need for a healthy and stable life. And in today's world, money has become an essential part of that survival. If we look closely, money is really a form of energy and information. Something that assigns value to a person's time, effort, and contribution. And that true contribution shapes the journey of individuals' life. Money has no limit, but understanding it drives true success and lasting happiness. Because some of the most meaningful things in life cannot be bought. They can only be exchanged through trust, belief, and genuine care. Our actions are shaped by an undesirable false mental layer. A misguided life built on unbalanced emotional trade-offs. But if we think consciously, we arrive with empty hands, carrying only energy and information, and we leave with nothing except the echoes of information and memories we gave. It all reflects the cycle of receiving and giving, the endless exchange of energy information. We contribute our own version of information to the universe, shaping its story with every choice or decision we make. By investing our lifelong energy, we sync our addition with the law of the universe. But the universe does not stop here. It thrives on exponential growth, saving time, conserving energy, and generating ever more information. And so, the work continues, expanding memory, deepening analysis, and achieving more with less. Result: a positive trade. This transformation takes shape when our memory and analysis are converted into digital form. Now, machines connect vast oceans of information, connecting millions of terabytes of data each day, and perform tasks once beyond our reach.
And we've always thought about it as, a system that has the ability to exhibit sort of all the cognitive capabilities we have as humans. And the reason that's important, the reference to the human mind is the only existence proof we have, maybe in the universe, that general intelligence is possible. So if you want to claim sort of general intelligence, AGI, then you need to show that it generalizes to all these domains.
Welcome to a new era. The era of artificial intelligence. AI has begun to transform the very system of how we work. There is a profound difference between action-driven conscious choices and false memory-based reactive responses. The future of humanity will be shaped by the work we choose. And the way we choose, it drives our personality forward. A true personality takes action-driven decisions and flourishes with confidence and courage. Because they understand the direction of the true life and the false life. I would rather call it a conscious life, one that flows with energy and information. The great question remains, does the new digital world erase our human role in life? We are still far from creating digital intelligence that surpasses the human mind. Yet the path is open, and we are accelerating to turn the impossible into possible. Quantum computing is ushering in a new shift, making the balance between energy and information far more efficient. We are moving rapidly into a completely new era of life. And our decision-making is evolving too, shaped by greater variety and more conscious action, by converting repeated effort into seamless automation. Yet the fundamental outcomes of every choice fall into three categories. We agree, we disagree, or we don't know. Don't know simply means there is a big room to learn more with empathy. The deeper we explore, the more unanswered questions arise, and the answers are hidden within the universe's core energies and information. We only need to begin seeing life's truth, how our emotional intensity and the flow of surrounding information shape it. Every decision is a trade between our inner world and the outer world, a projection of the mind. The truth orbits the energy information vortex, the very vortex of life, guided by tools that allow us to explore its depths. A new journey of truth awaits in upcoming videos. For now, dive deeper into the knowledge, a true handshake between science and spirituality. Discover the true life, shaped by universal root emotions and revealed through its three profound phases. True Phases of Life, a book that connects physical, mental, and emotional energies and information, exploring true life across time in 10 chapters. Check the details and the link in the description, and get your copy to view life from an entirely new angle.